Welcome everybody to
I Love You.
I Know. This is the signature podcast from The Prolonged Engagement. You can find us here every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show or our website at theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to everything that we do, and you can also find us on podcasting services.
Yep.
Such as Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Overcast, Player FM, just to name a few.
And if we're not on your favorite, come to us at Google. Or not Google. God bless them.
Come to us at Google.
Come to us at Google.
Because we work there.
No, I wish we did.
I don't.
No. Honestly, no. Come to the YouTube channel, write in the comments, and we'll get on that one too.
Yeah. Or seek us out on big old social medias.
Facebook, Twitter.
Our links, our social media links are actually in every video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what if they're listening?
They're in the description.
Oh. So then you can comment to us there.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're not in the description on the audio ones. Maybe
That's
I should start adding that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's literally I make a big note of
all the info.
Of like all the info, and it has like, you know, the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram in it, and I just take the description that I write
For
and
YouTube.
Put it in that. No, I just take I put the whole thing into YouTube, but then I just put the description into the audio ones. So I could just do the whole thing in the description.
Yeah,
I guess
you could.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, because then
Not
people
like,
can actually contact us on Facebook and Twitter.
Well, no one has done it, and we've been doing this for years. So
3 years now. 3 years? 4 years.
3.
Oh, Jesus. And we just hit 40 subscribers.
Yahoo.
Which I'm proud of.
We're going strong, guys.
I think we are.
Then again, we do take weird long hiatuses in the middle of content and
just disappear without explaining.
And then like this is pretty much like the only thing that we do on a regular basis.
Yeah, because even Park Hoppers is kind of spotty. And we don't vlog.
Well, I don't know.
Well, we could
I was
vlog.
also sitting there like
but we have kind of
maybe we should have just not done the whole Park Hoppers thing, but I digress.
I like it.
Well, I like the idea of it, but
then
I think that we kind of pigeonholed ourselves into like we had 3 great episodes of it because we had just come off of we haven't had a Park Hopper since April.
Yeah.
So that's not, you know, it's
this isn't what this episode's even supposed to be
about. I don't
about.
care. People need to know. People need to understand what's going through our heads. Like, what are those idiots thinking over there?
Yeah, truly, these
You know?
idiots.
What are they thinking? And I'm thinking that Park Hoppers was a big mistake.
Yeah, because when we do that, we don't have anything for this show.
Well, we knew that. We knew that we were gonna have to do something separate for this, but we wanted to do a
special theme parks one.
show like just for theme parking.
Yeah.
And then we said, and then you're like, well, what are we gonna do about Halloween Horror Nights? And Mickey's Not So Scary. I said, well, those are Halloween events, and Halloween events go on our normal show. Maybe we should have just not done the Park Hoppers thing.
That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe I should have just not done that.
Oh, well. We did.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I
well.
don't care. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm still going to do whatever the fuck I
We're still
feel
going to
like.
do what we like because we know no one watches.
How about this? Because no one has ever given us any feedback
No.
on what they like, what they don't like, whether they thought it was a good idea.
The only thing that I know that they like is Elfie.
I don't even know that. I have no clue
But we
what's
had one
going on.
comment last time from somebody who's obviously a Disney fan.
Yeah.
And they said they liked Elfie.
Well, yippee.
Elfie's our star.
Well, then maybe you should just take Instagram photos of her, and then
She won't let me, though.
we'll make an Instagram page for her, and then she'll be more popular than this, and we'll actually make money off the dog. How about that? I'm perfectly fine with that.
And now she just buried her head
There you go.
because she's shy.
She's not shy. She's just tired.
Yeah. Well, today we're supposed to be talking about Halloween Horror Nights Part 2.
Part 2. So this is pretty much all of the IP houses minus Bloomhouse.
And
which is still the worst.
Yes, it is. So because we went this Wednesday again,
which is the fucking best time to
go. Wednesday, Thursday.
Go on a Wednesday or Thursday. Like don't
go on a Friday.
Don't go. Well, definitely don't go on a Saturday.
And don't go on a Saturday.
Definitely don't go on Saturday. I mean, the Frequent Fear Plus pass doesn't even allow you on Saturday. Yeah, we can't go on a Saturday. So don't go on a fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. I know that some people don't, they have to work the next day if they're going on a Wednesday or a Thursday.
But
most people have to work.
Yes.
But yeah, if you can swing it, those are the days that I would go.
Yeah, I don't even think we've ever gone on a Sunday, so we can't even discuss that one.
I'd like to go on a Sunday this year just to see.
I do. I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah, just to see if it is
quieter. I feel like it should be because tomorrow's Monday.
See, like I think that Friday and Saturday, I feel like they're the worst. Well, Saturday definitely.
Saturday is literal.
But
people
go out on Friday, and that's they'll go there after work, but they don't have to wake up the next morning. Most people are off on weekends.
Yeah.
And so, but those same people that would be going on the Fridays and Saturdays, I don't think that those types of people would go on Sunday because they would have them work the next day.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like we can discuss like the other houses that we've already talked about if we want to in this episode, because we did have a different experience with Carnival Graveyards.
I wanted to make sure that we hit the 5 that we didn't talk about before.
Yes.
That was a given. That's a given.
Yeah. Those are the 5 we're definitely be talking about. We might talk about Carnival Graveyards, because we did have a different experience this time.
If you guys watched part 1 of our Halloween Horror Nights 28 show, the last house that we went through was Carnival Graveyard, and we had a bad experience in that one because I was pushing Sarah in a wheelchair, and we normally I will normally push her in the wheelchair, and then at the gate, at the front,
at the door of the house,
we say, "Hey, we're just gonna leave this here," and then so they're like, "Okay, cool," and they take the wheelchair and they put it at the end. They do that on every single house, and when we went on Wednesday, we went through 9 of the 10 houses. And guess what? Every single one of them, they took the wheelchair and put it at the end. This woman was being a bitch for no reason.
Yeah, she just didn't want to do it.
So I digress. So we had to push her. So I had to push her through in the wheelchair, which ruined the experience for both of us. Yeah. Well, this time we didn't get to do that. And
I'm also going to explain this beforehand. Did you just click the subscribe now button? I do not walk quickly through the houses. I can't. So I made a joke multiple times because I feel terrible about it that I can't walk quickly. And I said to one of the guys outside of Dead Exposure Patient Zero.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
Uh-huh.
And I said, I'm so sorry. I don't walk very fast. But the scare actors love it though.
Yeah, he got a big kick out of that.
And he like doubled over laughing. And I'm like, okay, I did good for the night because I made him laugh.
The only OP house that we had left of the night that we hadn't been into yet is actually taking our top. Yeah, it's taking our top spot of all time,
which I cannot believe we're saying.
Yeah, that spot used to be held for a house that they had a few years back called the InBetween. It was a 3D house.
But it was not the 3D house that most people think of. It was not funny. It was truly scary.
A lot of the 3D houses in the past have been those, like
it's the comedy house of the year.
Right. Like wasn't Nuked Vegas? Wasn't that a 3D house?
Yep. Nuked Vegas was 3D.
That was Penn and Teller's.
Chance's house last year was the 3D house, and we didn't get in.
We didn't get in that?
No, we missed that house completely.
We did all of them.
No, we didn't.
Sarah, we did all the houses last year.
No, I thought we didn't.
We had Frequent Fear and Paid for Express multiple nights. We got into it last year. You might be thinking about the year before. The year before, we did not get into all the houses. We got into them all last year.
Well, when was Chance's house? Was that 2 years ago then?
I don't think Chance was last year. I think Chance was 2 years ago.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Pretty sure that Chance was 2 years ago.
Oh my god.
Last year was American Horror Story.
Yep,
but it was the second American Horror Story.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about 2 years ago when we didn't get into Chance's 3D.
Yeah.
I don't remember if there was a 3D house last year.
I don't think there was.
Yeah.
I think they're not doing that one anymore.
Thank God. But with the InBetween, it was about kids in a dorm room, and they had played with a Ouija board, and you were entering the world of the Ouija board.
Yeah, kind of like opened a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since that's one of the things I don't fuck with,
they did the 3D in a very, very cool way with that house. It was they outlined all of the scare actors in
fluorescent
paint, and they did it in such a way that when they strobed black light against your 3D glasses, it would actually enhance their faces.
So they looked bigger.
So like anytime that the black light would strobe, it would like make them bigger, like their whole body bigger, and so it was just incredibly creepy.
Yeah. That is one of the only houses still, or was one of the only houses to this day, where I started screaming, "I want out! I'm done."
Yeah, and
that has just changed.
The number one thing that I talk about with that when I say why it was so fucking good is because there was a fucking wall there. We're walking through this corridor, and we can clearly see a wall, and then we turn the corner by this wall. The lights go out, the lights come back on, and somebody is behind the wall. But it doesn't look like you can pass through this wall. No. And then all of a sudden, he fucking passes through the wall. And so it just caught me off guard, and it was
truly
the best scare I've ever experienced at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. And you almost fell for that one.
From
that one, I should say.
Yeah. But this year, fuck me.
A house has finally done it. It has usurped
Seeds of Extinction is fucking fantastic. Not only does it get the best scares of the event, but it has to be one of the most beautiful houses ever.
Yeah.
I dare say that this was done better than the Stranger Things and Trick or Treat houses.
It was very well done.
I mean, incredibly
and the storyline you even got.
Yeah.
Which, the storyline for this house is, in the 1980s, some period of time there, a very small town with a mall had a meteorite fall into it. As the meteorite entered the atmosphere, it broke apart and released spores. Within a week, the town was deserted and dead.
Yeah, so they... if you guys have ever played The Last of Us, it's got that sort of vibe where everything is overgrown, but it doesn't look like abandoned. Yeah. It looks like it has just been overgrown.
Yeah, so like the plants are growing, and there's one
things
part
have been broken in the last couple of days by plants that have overgrown.
Yes.
It doesn't look, and another one is like in Jurassic World when they go back to the old building, the old Jurassic Park building, and everything's overgrown. It kind of looks like that, but think of that with everything being like brand new. Like this just happened within a couple of weeks. So that's the aesthetic that they were going for.
Yeah. So like you're going into a mall and there's a convenience store and there's hats on the rack, but it's overgrown with vines.
Yeah, and these things aren't dusty either.
No.
Yeah,
they look brand new.
Yeah, everything that's on the racks looks brand spanking new. It's just covered in vines
and plants.
And all sorts of weird looking plant life.
Yeah. And so, like, I guess we're supposed to be a team going in to see what happened to the people. Mm-hmm. And generally for me, I can point out scare actors. It's not that hard. For this house in particular, I couldn't.
Right.
And that's what made it so scary. The actors were the set. I don't know how to say that any better.
They must have, when they were building this set, look into account of, okay, we're actually going to put the actors here, here, and here, and they need to look a certain way in order to blend in with their surroundings. Yes. Some were in ghillie suits.
Yeah, some were in ghillie suits. Some were in...
but others were just like painted and had like prosthesis of vines on them.
Yes.
So when their arms went around a pillar, they just looked like a vine. And then all of a sudden they lash out, they reach out to you, and you're like, well, I just shit my pants.
I was not expecting that, so let's keep moving.
And the other thing that was giving me the Last of Us vibes were that some of the characters looked like clickers.
Yes.
They had like growths coming out of their faces.
Yeah, some of them had like growths that were like this in shape.
Yeah.
And
some of them were like off the top of their heads, like into a big flower.
Yeah. But so when they went back into their hidey hole, as I'm going to still call the term, their head was a part of the scenery. Yeah. Their body was a part of the scenery. So all they had to do was stand like this.
They just had to be still. That was the thing that got me. There were no like hidey holes in this house. Normally there's things like, oh well, there's clearly a
person coming there,
a door that there's there, and you can tell that they're coming out. There were like no hidey holes to speak of. The only real like quote hidey holes were things like, oh, there was a drape that just blocked a little bit of it to get them to, it would have
where their arms are just out.
It would have protected them against if they had just done it and then they were going back into their position.
Yeah,
that's the only thing it would have protected them against.
Yeah,
but a lot of the other houses are where there are places where they are 100% concealed.
Yeah,
100% concealed, and then they pop out of those areas.
Yes.
That's how most of the Halloween Horror Nights scares are done.
Yes.
So it was very, very refreshing that this was not that case.
Yeah. And it was very scary to the point where I was probably like 3/4 through the house when I started screaming, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Please let me out.
It was, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which to me, because in the past, with the InBetween got its price spot up there because I collapsed. I got so scared by the end. I said, I'm done. I'm done. Please. Like, I just want out.
Right.
And I collapsed in the final room.
It was. No, it takes the top spot.
Yeah. It's right up there. It's that one, then the InBetween. Seeds of Extinction and the InBetween.
Yeah. So as far as the IP houses go, it's definitely Seeds of Extinction is number 1. I'm going to go with Scary Tales for number 2.
Still?
Yeah.
Over Dead Exposure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it was... Dead Exposure was pretty much only good for the scares.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that part, but I would give that the solid 3rd spot.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
I would give that the solid 3rd spot with 4 being Slaughter Cinema and 5 being Carnival Graveyard. I still liked Carnival Graveyard, but... As far as those 5, it was definitely the least of the 5.
Yeah.
Now here's the other thing. It was
not as strong.
Here's the other fucking thing. I will count all of the OP houses over the IP houses.
Yes, we do. And it's because of the fact, what we noticed at least, specifically with the with the IP houses, you have to know where it's coming from. The source material. Otherwise, you just get confused. And that's heartbreaking to me.
And that's really what the Blumhouse one was about.
Yes.
However, we were reading reviews on the Blumhouse house, and people who had seen those two movies were still complaining about how shitty it was. Yeah. So it wasn't. It's just not a.
It's not a good house. And so we'll actually go for the front of the park now. For the rest of the houses.
So
we really wanted to talk about Seeds of Extinction, guys. We're nerding out over this still. I cannot wait to go again and to look further for Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Easter eggs. Yes.
But here's the one that I know that everyone wants to hear about.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
That's why I said, let's go to the front of the park.
So, Stranger Things, fan-fucking-tastic.
If you've seen the show, you will adore this house.
Love it. Love it. You will love it. They actually created the buyer's home in this house.
Yeah, completely.
The whole house. So, they have it to where you walk in the front door and you're in the living room and there's the exact fucking sofa from the show, and there's the light wall with the
lights
with the letters on it, and they have a wall that stretches and there's a Demogorgon that's coming out of it, and then Joyce is fucking hacking one of the walls.
Yeah.
Then, and I listened to a podcast where they actually work with the guys down at HHN.
Yeah.
And they got to go through the Stranger Things house.
Mm-hmm.
So what I heard from that one is that you remember how when we were walking through the buyer's home and we saw Nancy there with the gun?
Yes. So
that's cast A. If you see cast B, it's Steve.
Son of a bitch.
So they're actually changing, and also
that's great.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that, and then the part where you go.
Where's Will's brother?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
There's another one. So remember when we go into the Upside Down and you see Nancy there and she's screaming for Jonathan?
Yeah.
Well, on the cast B, it's Jonathan screaming for Nancy. So it's stuff like that.
Okay, so we'll have to go back through a couple times.
Yeah, so we'll have to do that one again, and hopefully we'll get the second cast. But I mean, it's
very good.
The house looks like you could film Stranger Things.
Basically, yes.
You start off outside of Hawkins' laboratory.
Yep.
And you kind of go through it. It kind of starts off.
It starts off episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Like
you're kind of walking through
the episodes.
The first season. Yeah.
Yeah.
You start off in Hawkins' laboratory. You get to the point where they have some guy's legs hanging.
God, that one.
Get sucked up.
Did you see how that worked?
No, it wasn't. It didn't go when.
Oh, it didn't go for you?
No. I didn't get to see it.
It got me.
Yeah.
Because his legs.
Oh, I didn't see him do that.
I got to see it really quick, and I was like, nope. I'm out of here. I'm not seeing that thing go.
And they were actually able to get the actual audio from the show. Netflix actually gave them the audio.
I thought so because it sounds like it.
Yeah. So Netflix actually gave them the audio to play in the house.
So did you?
So when you hear Hopper go say go, it's actually fucking Hopper's voice.
Yeah.
And when the kids are yelling, it's actually Dustin's voice and actually Mike's voice and Eleven's voice and all that stuff. I mean, it really is just fucking great.
There was one, and I wonder if this is a cast A, cast B thing,
mm-hmm.
because I was told. I can't remember the kids' names now. I know there's Mike, there's Dustin.
Will. What's his name?
Yeah, that's the one I'm having the trouble with.
Crap. Well, it's been like a year now since I've seen season 2, so what's the last kid's name? I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, apparently him and Mike, because there's a point where he peeks out behind a laundry looking for Will.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering if that's a class that's an A or B thing. Because I did not see the fourth one at all.
I'm gonna Lucas. Fuck.
Yes.
That's it.
I didn't see Lucas at all in the house.
I saw Lucas.
You saw when?
He stuck his head out, and he was yelling for Will outside of the buyer's home. He poked his head out right behind me, so you didn't see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw Mike.
No, Lucas was there.
I saw Mike, and he got me. Like Mike got me. I was like, "Oh, hi there! I was expecting a gorgon." I call them demigorgons, even though it's not right.
It's a demogorgon.
Demigorgon. But it's a fantastic house. If you've seen the show,
and
it's great.
Because I know that Stranger Things as a show isn't like super scary. It's well crafted and like pretty much a masterpiece, but it's not really scary per se. However, they kind of take the things that you don't see in the show and they use it to their advantage in this one, where the Demogorgon's out there. You know that the Demogorgon is killing people. Yeah. Well, in the house, we get to see that shit.
Yes, we do.
And so the Demogorgon is like everywhere.
Apparently, also there's a Barbara reference.
Yeah, there's a dead Barb in there.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see dead Barb.
I need to go back through and see dead Barb.
Wait, that's the problem.
That sounds really bad of me to say.
There's a dead Barb in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was and I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's in the part where Hopper and Joyce are in the hazmat suits.
Oh,
it's in that spot. Yeah,
I was not looking down at that point.
Right, there's a dead Barb. Yeah.
Okay. On to the next house.
Yeah.
Which
you got to do Stranger Things.
You have to.
And fucking wait. If you're like a super huge fan, I know that the wait times can get fucking awful, but if you go on a Wednesday, you can get in it for 65 minutes.
I saw it at 45 at one point on a Wednesday.
Yeah. So, and the first night that we were there, it was up to 100. I'm telling unless you're a super fan, I would not wait 100 minutes for this house, but
unless you're like one of those people who are like, yeah, I'm going to die if I don't see that, then
but it was stellar.
It was great.
Stellar. It's a toss-up between that and Poltergeist for my favorite IP. Yeah.
Okay.
For my favorite IP.
Yeah, I agree with that. The next one we're going to talk about is Poltergeist.
Yep. So Poltergeist is over near
and it's the 1980s version of Poltergeist. Yeah, let me make that clear. Because somewhere I read, someone was complaining that it wasn't Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, it's the 1980s version. And they were confused. They didn't know there wasn't an original version.
Fucking idiots. How the hell do you watch horror movies and then don't know about the original Poltergeist? The original Poltergeist is like a masterclass in a horror movie.
It really is.
It really is. It hits all of the points.
Yes.
It hits being scary. It has white people not listening to ghosts. It has all of them.
White people not listening to ghosts. I love that you're like, that's a horror thing.
White people not listening to reason. That's horror movies in a nutshell.
True.
That's really what they are, right? True. I mean, let's just be honest. Dead black guys and white people not listening to reason. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And tits. For the most part.
And so, it is the 1980s version.
So you start this house off in the swimming pool.
Yeah, and this is the night the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
So it's really scary. I thought it was pretty good, because it had all the great aspects of the 1980s version.
So you're walking out. You're in the swimming pool.
Yep.
The coffins are like
leaning out.
People
are popping out from there.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. 100% raining.
Water is coming down on your
Water
face.
is coming on you. Ladies, if you wear makeup, get something waterproof because you will get wet.
It rains. It's incredible.
It was raining. My hair was very wet coming out of there. I was like...
It was awesome.
It was so cool.
It was awesome. That's got to be one of the best effects I've ever seen at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
So we went through. Then you go into the house.
Yep.
And I don't remember what.
Did you not understand the storyline from then on?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay.
We went into the TV.
We followed Carol Ann's story. Yeah. We did not follow the movie's story.
So they took liberty with that one. But
I thought they did it very well.
We get into the house, we go into Carol Ann's room, and we get eaten by the man-eating vagina. I am so happy that we got eaten by the man-eating vagina. If you don't know what the man-eating vagina is, watch fucking Poltergeist.
1985. 1985?
I don't know.
Whatever. It's the 1980s version.
Watch Poltergeist. There is a fucking man-eating vagina,
and it's
that comes
comedic,
out of a closet. Yeah. It is awesome.
And so we're basically following Carol Ann's story.
So after you get eaten by the man-eating vagina, you then see Carol Ann.
Did you see that scare actor though that I broke in there?
No.
So I got very excited and very scared all at once.
What is a dickhead doing over there?
Our other dog is trying to get comfortable and be part of the show as well. So that's what you're hearing.
No, he's just whining.
Yeah.
He's an old man.
He's almost 14.
And he's just gotten to the point where he just whines about everything.
He just wants to be on the show.
He's in a constant state of whining. If he's not sleeping, he's whining. If he's not sleeping, shitting, or eating, he's whining. Yeah. Pretty much is what what goes on. He's a grumpy old man.
But he's so sweet.
Ugh.
What was I saying?
You broke a scare actor.
Yes, I did.
In the man-eating vagina.
Yes, I did. So did you see the scare actors popping out?
Yes.
So one of them, he pops out at me, and I yell my normal no. Mm-hmm. And then I look around and I go, holy fuck, I'm in the man-eating vagina. Mm-hmm. And so I see the same scare actor where he's supposed to come out the second time at you. Mm-hmm. And he sees, I'm sorry, baby, you're going to have to go cuddle your daddy to show him, so I can show him this. He's sitting, like, against a bar that I guess they have in there, like this.
Yeah.
He's sitting there laughing really hard. And he's trying to hide it. I guarantee you when he got offset, he probably died laughing and told his coworkers there was a girl running through there going, no. Holy shit, I'm in the man-eating vagina. And he probably...
I was yelling that as well.
I know we were.
So I was very
the group in front of us was dying laughing too.
Very happy about it.
You want to come back?
Very, very happy.
You want to come back?
But, you get through there, and then you see, like, there's an area with Carol Ann at the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's got her hands on the TV, that classic Poltergeist look. That classic Poltergeist scene. And then you kind of go into this dark void.
Yeah.
And they kind of give you what Carol Ann would have seen.
Yeah.
And so they kind of use set pieces... from the movie, but it's really their own interpretation of what's going on.
But it's beautiful.
It is
awesome. And the electric ghost is there too.
Yeah.
I call him the electric ghost. I don't know the thing's actual name, but it's like this giant thing, and they used puppetry this year so well.
Really do, yeah.
Like between the Demigorgon, the electric ghost was a puppet. Mm-hmm. In Trick or Treat, there's a puppet, so we'll get to that in a moment.
A couple of the Demogorgons are puppets.
Yes, that's what I just said.
No, you didn't.
I thought I did. Oh, well.
You probably did. But, they use puppetry a lot during this year. And
they use it well.
But, so then you go through that part, you're out of it, and then it ends, and that one is awesome.
Yeah.
And another one though, if you haven't seen that,
then
if you haven't seen Poltergeist
version,
it's really not going to be that great. You're not going to really experience it the way that
you should.
You're just being like, oh, this is weird. Why am I running through this fallopian tube? And then you'd be like,
why am I running through this fallopian tube?
But if you've seen it, you're like, I'm running through this fallopian tube because I'm in the man-eating vagina.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
It's great. The next one, do you want to skip?
You're a lowly sperm running through the man-eating vagina.
No, you're not. Please don't.
Inching through the
Kyle,
fallopian tubes.
Sweet baby Jesus, stop.
To impregnate.
No.
The house.
No.
Because it really is the house's vagina.
No. So the next thing, do you want to talk about Trick or Treat or Halloween 4?
Which one did we go to? Oh, we went to Halloween 4 next,
yeah.
right? Okay, so Halloween 4, it's in the Shrek
building.
Shrek building.
Second video area.
Yeah, this is the second to worst house.
By far.
Like by far.
But we've never seen Halloween 4 either.
Yeah.
So let me preface it with that.
We've never seen any of the Halloween movies.
No, we haven't.
However, the Halloween house from a couple of years ago, I really liked. I thought that they did that a lot better than this one.
Yeah.
This one starts out kind of weird, and it's just...
It doesn't get any better.
Michael.
And a couple other characters that come out and try to shoot him.
Yeah, it's just Michael the whole time. And he comes out, and it's whoosh, whoosh, and that's it. And so he pops out a couple places, and you're like, oh, hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
I don't like Michael Myers anyway. He kind of bothers me because of the whole strong, silent type bullshit.
However, I do want to watch the original. Oh, we're going to watch the Halloween series, right?
On Halloween.
On Halloween, right? We're going to do that, yeah?
Apparently, that's our plan.
I want to see the new Halloween movie, so...
I know you do.
Just because I want to see fucking Jamie Lee Curtis just get out there and with a shotgun and tell Michael, she's like, I've come here to eat Activia and kill serial killers.
She doesn't say it.
And I'm all out.
That's not a line.
She's gonna say it. I don't know. She looks like a fucking badass in this new movie, so I want to see it.
She does.
But yeah, it was Halloween.
It's Halloween. It's Michael Myers. It's Stabby.
If you're expecting the Halloween house from a few years ago, you're just not gonna fucking get it. It just wasn't there. Before I felt like the other Halloween house was closed in.
Grab her butt.
And it was a lot of closed in areas, and I think that it kind of gave a better feel of what those 80s tropey horror movies were. This one just wasn't there. There was a lot of open areas, and I don't think that Michael Myers really works in big open areas.
No,
like if you
slow.
fucking like, I mean, if you were to see Michael Myers in an open field, you would just be like, "What's up, Mike? You're over there.
You're way over there,
see
dude. We good.
Fucking see you later. I'm gonna go suck some dicks." You know, things like that.
Yeah. He'll take a while to get to you.
Yeah.
The other one the final one that we're gonna talk about. Well, not the final one, but the final house that we haven't talked about yet is Trick or Treat.
Yes, Trick or Treat.
Which I'm a huge Trick or Treat fan. I love the movie.
This is the.
It's one of my favorite Halloween movies.
It's a fairly recent movie. It's a 2009, right?
7?
I thought it was 2009.
It's early 2000s. But it I didn't fully understand why Trick or Treat matched the rest of the.
Oh, yeah, 2007. You're right. It's got Anna Paquin.
It's a great. I like it because it's an anthology where the stories.
Dylan Baker, Brian Cox.
Where the stories come together at the end, and it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I will say that I don't like the movie. I don't think it's like fan-fucking-tastic, but it's got a nice.
It's great.
It has a few good set pieces that are like.
It has some great set pieces, that. And Sam's one of probably my favorite.
Like villains, yeah.
Villain, if you want to call him a villain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since he's technically like the spirit of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Is he really a villain if he's?
Really, Sam's the good guy, I think.
Yeah, he's more of a better. He's a good guy compared to everybody else.
It's really like Sam's doing that gets rid of all the
bad
bastards.
People.
Like all of the issues in the movie get kind of fixed with Sam, and I feel like that's more of a. What are you looking at?
Sorry, I just got an idea. Sorry.
I thought you were like, oh my god, there's Death Note #2 over there. I'm gonna stare at it intently until my husband thinks I'm gone crazy.
No, my brain just came up with a brilliant idea. So.
Okay, well, I guess you'll tell me.
I'll tell you
at some point.
It's for the dance.
Oh, for God's sake! Doing a Saw themed dance at our dance studio, so that's doing a tango
to the Saw theme. Final Zip.
Go figure.
We might put it up. We might not.
I'm so totally not doing that.
I will beg you. So, trick or treat.
I ain't doing it. Trick or treat. This house. I mean, dare I say they did such a good job with these houses.
They really did.
Such a good job. This is right. I mean, they may have.
They did really well.
As far as like so Stranger Things was like dead on exactly like you were in it.
Yeah.
And I felt like with Trick or Treat, you were in it.
Yeah.
It was like note for note.
Yeah, you started the movie the same place, started the house the same place the movie started.
Right.
So for me, being a nerd and loving Trick or Treat as it is, I totally was like, ah!
It was beautiful, this house.
It was such a pretty house.
It was great.
I loved it. I had
and
such
if you like Trick or Treat, if you've seen it, this is going to give you like everything that you could have ever wanted out of a Trick or Treat house. This is
including so much Sam. I love Sam.
Tons of it.
Apparently, the character's full name is Sam Hain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, like the original holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he's the spirit of the holiday.
Gotcha. But yeah, you go in. They built the whole they've built facades of all the houses that are on that row there.
Yeah.
The minute that you walk in, you see these houses, and then all of a sudden, there's just one little spotlight on a Sam over there in the corner, and it's like that's how the movie starts, because she's like turning around, she starts taking everything around, she looks around, there's Sam over there in the corner,
just watching.
And so great. I hate that movie, by the way. It's just not that great.
I like it. I really like it. It's
one of those cute kitschy things that I'm like, I'll watch it.
It's one of those that I will watch every Halloween.
I do enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a great movie.
It's not a great movie. Mm-hmm. Let me preface that, but I love it for what it is.
Yeah.
And what it is a good anthology story.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. But
it's a women's empowerment story.
It is too, and I do like
which I love.
I do like the twists that they have in the movie.
Oh yeah,
where it's like you think it's really tropey.
Yeah,
until things, and then at the very end, you really figure out like, oh, this was not tropey at all. Like it really just lays on the trope, at the beginning of the movie, I think, and it just. There's certain things. I don't want to spoil this movie because it really is a.
I don't.
Like I said, I don't like it, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece of cinematography. It's not anything like that, but it's a great watch.
It is a good watch. Yeah, I'll sit there. I will never sit there and be like, "Hey, you watch Trick or Treat?" And I'll be like, okay. It's never like, fuck no, it's an awful movie. Or fuck yes, it's a great movie. I'll just be like,
yeah, I can put it on while I'm doing something else.
Yeah. I'll put it on while I'm doing the dishes or something.
Yeah.
It's like one of those movies.
But
oh yeah, this is the part that I like. It's shit like that,
Yeah.
Hey, this is when that thing is going to eat that other thing, and then you figure out that guy is the other guy. And then you're like, holy shit!
It was all connected!
It was all connected.
So yes, that's how that movie goes.
And that is told in that house. It's really good.
It is. They tell the story so well.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it completely.
But that's solid number 3
mm-hmm.
for the IP houses.
Yeah.
So so Stranger Things, Poltergeist, Trick or Treat, Halloween 4, and Bloomhouse. As far as all of them go,
that's really hard because we've changed it multiple times.
It's tough because I want to mix in some of that IP into the OP ones. Because the top three
For you?
yeah,
Okay.
are definitely Seeds of Extinction, Scary Tales, and Dead Exposure.
In that order?
In that order, yeah. Those are the top three.
Scary Tales keeps moving up for you.
Because it was fucking good.
It's so cute.
It is. It's
I love
fucking good. Everything about
every
that
time
is
I go. So both times I've gone through that house, I feel like I'm missing scares. That's why it keeps ending up lower on my list.
It's still like, as far as how it looks, how the scares are pulled off.
Yes.
How they
because my top 3 for this year is Seeds of Extinction, Dead Exposure, and then Scary Tales.
Yeah. And then,
but that's just because I keep missing things. Yeah. I feel like they keep getting you with the great scares, and I just get
that
was cute.
I kind of want to put like Stranger Things above Slaughter Cinema, and even like Stranger Things and Poltergeist above Slaughter Cinema and Carnival Graveyard. But I'm just
above
like
Carnival Graveyard, yes.
But I'm just sitting
Slaughter
there like,
Cinemas is so good.
I have this thing of saying like, I like those houses because I've seen their source material.
Yes.
And I love what they did with the source material.
Yes.
But as far as like how the houses actually are, they're just homages to the source material, and I don't think that they really hold up as really great houses
without the source material.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I don't think that if I had never seen these things, I wouldn't like them that much.
That's how I feel as well. And and that's why Slaughter Cinemas always ends up being higher on my list, because even with the last time that we went and we had the really, really lazy first rooms.
Yeah, the second room had nobody in it.
The first room had a lazy girl.
The one that
had because the first one was like the ultimate sacrifice, and it's about cheerleaders like sacrifice, or not cheerleaders, excuse me, sorority girls sacrificing frat brothers.
Right. It was called Sorority Sacrifice,
yes,
right?
Something like that. Or Ultimate Sacrifice or something like that.
I think it was Sorority Sacrifice.
But either way, like, I was very upset with this one that we went through on Wednesday because the cast was lazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was due to a switch. I don't know if they just... I don't know what was going on.
I think that we missed a lot in there. It was not... I mean, we missed
it was not as good as the first time.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first time.
And, like, that's why it's fallen down further in my list because of that.
But, we were talking about the ones, it's Shitty's Kids.
Yes.
That's the one. Shitties. So there's, like, we were talking about, this one, it was, like, in a Freddy Fazbear pizza type deal.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Like a Chuck E. Cheese. And the movie is called Shitty's Kids, and it's spelled like SCHITTIE. And it was funny. I just wanted to say that.
But it was great. I liked that one.
If you've never been to HHN, this is the fucking year to go.
Yes,
I'm still really, really mad that Bill and Ted is not there.
Yeah.
But
may it rest in peace.
And I miss it horribly, but as far as the houses go, this is probably one of the better years that we've ever been to.
Oh, yeah.
As far as how good they are.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. We still haven't seen the Villains Academy show.
And I may never do it. I'm just going to say that.
We may not. We haven't decided yet if we're going to yet or not.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway.
We might when we go with our friends later.
Yeah, we'll see.
We don't know.
Don't know. So. All right, guys. Well, this was...
I Love You.
I Know. This is the signature podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can find us here every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/...
Are you burping or something?
No.
Oh.
On youtube.com/the Prolonged Engagement Show,
like
or youtube.com. Nope. That was the same thing.
Yeah.
theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to absolutely everything that we do. We're also on your favorite podcasting service, like Apple Podcasts or Google Play or Stitcher or all them sort of shit.
Yep.
If we're not on your favorite podcast service, just hit us up and we'll probably get on it.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys. Till next time.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,